And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway on the hill here today, Chris Paddock.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
In for a strike, and it's 1-1. And that one off the outside edge. One out, base is empty. Next offering is outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That clips the zone, and it's 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That was pretty nasty. 2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Perez sizes this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. At the plate, Colt Keith. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 away.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's Baez. In the air, right field. Walner on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here in Detroit, new inning getting started. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Walner. There's the strike. Swings through that.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's Trevor Larnach. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Grounds one to short. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man.
Baez. There's 1, and that's 2. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, he just
No
threw that
ball.
fastball
One
by
strike.
him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
0-2.
Not
1-2.
close with that one, and that's ball one. And
0-2.
downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Short hop liner, handled it short. Throw to first. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Here's Gleyber Torres.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
And the
Ball
first
one.
pitch misses for ball one.
1 ball, no strikes.
Rips that one center field. And it's caught for the out. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
That one fouled off. Carpenter, the base runner at first with 1 out. On the ground. He's in there.
He's safe.
2 on, 1 out. Torkelson getting ready to hit.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
And a big swing and a miss.
He's looking for a ground
ball.
ball to get a
1
double
strike.
play and out of this jam.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Yeah, that's fouled off. First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. Up the middle, Keaschall throws to first in time. That's the inning. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Brooks Lee. Fastball for a strike. Paddock in his 7th season, 29 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
He goes down looking.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
In the air, right field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And now the center fielder, James Outman. Swing and a miss.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
2 outs. That one just misses. 1-2 to count. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts. Back at Comerica Park. Now the third baseman, Andy Baez. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Tigers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now, Colt Keith. Ball 1 there. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. And there's a ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Green takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. Two outs, base is empty.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball.
Tosses to first.
He's out.
And that is the inning. Paddock back to work. Fastball for a strike. Out to short. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap, because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Right in the box now. Takes strike 1. Keaschall gets his lead at first. Nobody out. See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Right through there for a strike. Runner on the go. Swing and a chopper out to short. Whips it to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. 0-1 now. And a foul ball. Breaking ball misses down and away. Stays alive. Next pitch is outside. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this 2nd time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And a slider in there for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line, and just foul. Next
That's
one
a ball.
misses, and the count is even 2-2.
2-2.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And out number 1 on the grab. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. Reached on an infield single his first time. Fastball is outside. And strike 1 to the catcher.
1-1.
Line drive. Nice grab.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Now here is Spencer Torkelson. Foul ball there. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. And that one is gone. His 21st of the year, and the Tigers have the lead. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to battle that type of approach.
Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 strikes.
That one's
1-2.
upstairs, ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Over to first, and that's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, these Twins just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And next for Minnesota, Cody Clemens. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw on to Torkelson, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Lee in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ground ball, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Carpenter makes the catch, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the 3rd baseman, Andy Baez. Out to short, Lee. One up, one down.
Yeah, you're
Well,
out.
that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind a pitcher. It helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game. Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your...
Throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, James Outman. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Keaschall stands in here, takes ball one low, and that drops in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to...
Baez. There's one. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Right. Stands in now and watches strike one. Foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Make it 6. Back here in Detroit. Now it's Javier Baez.
Now pitching for Minnesota, number 39.
And a rope into center field, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting, the right
And
fielder,
now Kerry Carpenter. 1 for 2. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Anthony Misevich up and loosening in the pen. Fastball is outside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That misses the zone. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Good take by Torres. Torres, a former All-Star, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. This one in the air, right field. Wallner. That's out number 2.
Now batting,
Dylan
the
Dingler
catcher,
up now for the
Dylan
Tigers.
Dingler.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Larnach makes the grab on the run. One hit. Paddock back to work. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Fought off foul.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
So up next, Matt Wallner. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's downstairs and outside.
2-1.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 2 down now, and here is Trevor Larnach. That one ripped. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit. Just missed. And another ball. Bounce to the left side. Baez. They take the force out, and that is that. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Throw skips, and he can't pick it.
Pitching for Minnesota.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Misevich.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Torkelson now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is down low.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way 2-2. Inside.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Just missed. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Out to short. Lee. 2 up, 2 down.
He's out.
2 outs, base is empty. Andy Baez now at the plate. Line drive, and there's a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And next up, pinch hitter coming on, Jahmai Jones. The runner on first and 2 gone for him. Swings through that one. 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Goes down looking. Tigers. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Brooks Lee. And that one fouled off. Paddock into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
And a ground ball to first. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Heading for the plate. Here comes the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And they trail by 1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
2 outs, runner on first. So up next for Minnesota, Jonah Bride. And that's in there at the knees. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And that's the 3rd out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Pitching for Minnesota.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Justin Topa.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning. Well, these Tigers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far. That's something they should feel very good about.
It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Baez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Ball.
Green gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Lead to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. 1 for 3. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball 1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's down and away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reaching for it and brings it in. We go to the 9th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers. There's a strike. On the ground, out to short. Oh, nice play. In time. Got him.
When this guy's on the field, you do not want to take your eyes off of him. They call him El Mago, the magician out there. Baez seems to be in the right place at the right time whenever the ball's in play.
Wallner, the next twin up to hit. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
And that one finds its way through. And that puts the tying run on base. Substitution now at first base. Here's the pinch runner for the Twins.
Number 25.
Byron Buxton.
Brian Buxton.
That's a little bit low.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
And that drops in for a strike. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, struck them out. And they're down to their last out. Cody Clemens, the next twin up to hit. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1.
That's a big run over there at first base.
To the right side, Jones. On to first, ball game. And the Tigers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.